Live. Cool. Nice. Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday. Welcome to the LegalQ live stream. And today we have the ever awesome Joanna on the call as well. Joanna, say hi.
Hi.
Awesome. Awesome. And so last time we did this, the audio was super quiet on the user side. So I'm just going to check it real quick just to make sure we are making sure we can hear you really well because I've learned that it's a lot easier to do this on this end than post video. So can you tell the world about your life, your little background, and then I'll check to make sure that this is
Yeah.
working post
All
video.
right. So I am based in New York and I've met Zeb because Zeb has been in New York, but I haven't met the rest of the team, and that's on my to-do to fly over there and visit.
Hunter,
I
Anthony, I
came to
guess this was there
Yeah. Oh
as
yeah,
well,
that's yeah. Yeah.
but a great 100%.
Um
Yeah.
I came to
So can
LegalQ during
you
the pandemic,
tell the
height COVID. I'm an attorney and I'm also a freelance writer. So originally, LegalQ found me as a freelance writer. And then I, really loved everybody, loved what they were doing. This was like baby LegalQ, I would
yeah
say.
yeah
A couple of like it's been over 2 years, and
it's crazy.
then they needed somebody as like their content consultant, essentially. So I did that. And now I am kind of expanding my role as like director of community and content. So basically, what I do is, and this is a work in progress, but I'm trying to kind of get the LegalQ community of like our attorneys together, working on things like a newsletter, writing more things out there, our socials, and very closely with Zeb on this streaming, and just kind of working to build out that way. So yeah, I've been here for over 2 years. I really like everyone, like what I'm doing, and it's nice to be involved in the legal space without having to be a lawyer.
100%. That's
So
awesome. And
yeah.
we are so lucky to have you, Joanna. Like it's Joanna, guys, is incredible at all things social, all things community, and brings a lot more structure than I have, which is really, really helpful and has been an immense help in, as she described, on the streaming stuff, on all things social, and the writing stuff to boot. So truly grateful for you and your hard work, and yeah, excited to try this experiment, see if this streaming thing can help people with just understanding what a startup looks like and how we can maybe help them to make maybe 20% or 500% less mistakes than we do. So, that's part of the plan. So,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank
So
you.
you guys will, Zeb and I have a weekly check-in. So you guys will see me here every Friday. And if anybody, I'm also scheduling the guests. So, feel free to reach out if you would like to be on there. And then I will be reaching out to people to calendar that moving forward. So,
Awesome. Love it. I've also just
uh,
realized that like my if I have my Bluetooth on my phone, it like steals the sound every time, so I have to like remember to shut off my Bluetooth. So
okay. No.
fun fact. All you
Growing
streamers out there.
pains.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. everybody, reach out to Joanna if you want to be a guest on the show. We'd love to have you. And this is the live stream itself is kind of like, I think over time we'll develop a community around that, and we'll hopefully have some engagement with chat and just figure out how um, to do that more effectively. But also, like, we're, as she said, like, we're going to chop these up into separate more cohesive storylines, and then just like bucket those out into
Hmm.
the separate channels on LegalQ's YouTube page. So that will be
Yeah.
rad.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Um, so yeah, so today a couple things. So I'm working on getting a video editor
Perfect.
on Fiverr. So hopefully that'll be I'm hoping by like next week we'll be able to publish like a too long didn't see.
Okay.
And I think for you, it's probably good to post twice a week, like, hey, reminder, this is what I'm doing. These are some
I
cool
like
things that have
that.
been spoken about. And then
Yeah.
when I get you the too long didn't see, you can also post that.
I think that makes a lot of sense. So let me make a note of
Okay.
that before I forget. Chat, it is literally if I don't take notes on stuff now, like, it's sad.
It gets a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
How are you feeling? My main thing, I wanted to see how you're feeling after the first week of doing this. Is
yeah,
it
it's
working for you?
it is. I was a little bit like, some days, like, I'm literally doing email for like 3 hours, right? And it's just like, how do you do that effectively versus like,
Yeah.
if you maybe have like a topic of like, here's, like last night I just did how to kind of create your pipeline for deal flow, and then
Okay.
the importing the VCs into that. And I
Hmm.
think we'll figure that out as we go, right? Sometimes it
Yeah.
may be a little bit more structured, a little more nuanced, and then sometimes it might be, I don't know, a little bit more like, if you want a true look into what a founder of a startup looks like, it's a lot
Yeah.
of email. So let's just chat for 3 hours or whatever. So
Do you think it would get to, or I think the goal would be to get it to a point where like you're going to be handling admin. Obviously that's not like set in stone because things are changeable, but like
yeah,
we would like to get to a point where it's like, okay, on this day we'll probably be doing admin so we can make it more of a conversation with anyone who's tuning in. We can do like an FAQ time slot. So I'm trying to like build out the like different
I
hook
like that.
pieces so
Yeah,
that people, come in and are like, oh, I actually have questions. I know to tune in on like a Monday after work or something.
I think that's an awesome idea. I love that. And
Okay.
having that structure, to your point, just gives people predictability, and the kind of ways to know when they want to tune into their specific content. So that's
Cool.
brilliant. Love that.
So just like as you're doing this, if you find that there's something that like continuously comes up, you're like, oh, every week I mean, obviously we have things like team meetings, but you're
Yeah,
like, oh, every week I'm writing a pitch to a
right.
VC. So like that's that people would be interested in. Just kind of take note, and then hopefully we'll have like enough data after like a week or a couple
Yeah,
weeks and be like, okay, these are good. And then we can have like miscellaneous, and it's obviously not, but if you know that every week you're doing something or every other, so just kind of like take note as those happen.
it's a really good idea.
Um,
Yeah,
okay,
I like that.
great.
And Joanna also has like put together like a, which I'm been bad at updating, so I will be better at that as well. But
That
the
was my next thing, the daily notes.
yeah. So after the stream, I think what the issue is like, lately the streams have been like 10 p.m. to like 2 a.m. And so like
Hmm.
the 7 p.m. reminder might need to get moved to a
I
different
can move
time,
it.
but
I can move it. Yeah, no
that'd be
problem.
cool. Um, but that's not a good excuse. Like, I need to just, I'll do it. And I think what might also be helpful is if I call out like specific time slots in the video itself where like something interesting happened, or like if it's,
Yeah.
I do something more dumb than usual, and like I can put like this could be a cool short or something, and then we could
Yeah. Well,
use
that's
that
going
for
to be
that.
helpful for the video editor.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
To put everything together. So that's why really the notes are important so that I know where to go to send to the video editor and be like, this is what we need, X, Y, and Z.
Love it. Love it.
What, so this is just something I don't know. When I'm hoping to get this video editor like in the next 2 days situated. Do we send them, like, would you send that to me from YouTube? How does that work? Do you know? Or maybe I can ask that editor. They might know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. I'll ask them. They'll probably know.
Yeah, really good question though. If there's an
Okay,
easier way
cool.
to do that, I think I've heard in the past like some streamers like save it locally on their computer for kind of like a higher quality version of it, and then the YouTube
Okay.
version is like the just send it there. But I don't know. Maybe hopefully my computer can handle that. But see
Okay.
whatever they say. We'll go from there.
Cool. We'll find out.
Awesome.
The other thing, I need the newsletter notes from you so I can make the LegalQ corner.
Yep.
I would like to get that going. So just make sure to send. I emailed you, I think, on what I needed. But I
Yeah.
can bump that email up so that you know what I need.
Love it. And this is good because Lee actually came up with a bunch of good kind of like high level, like where we're at, kind of the story of LegalQ information. And then
Perfect.
I think we can just refine that into kind of the state of the state for the first one and then go from there.
Awesome. And then Andy's guesting Monday.
Awesome.
Do you want me to send that invite? I didn't know if you did that on your calendar, or if you want me to do it. I just wasn't sure.
I
I
haven't
can do
sent
it
it yet.
today. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will send her.
Did you want to be on that, by the way, on that call, or do you want me to just do the interview, or how do you want to do that?
I will be there if I can.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what my schedule is.
Okay. And
If I
sorry to
can,
put
I'll
you
be
on
there
the
though for
spot
sure.
for that. Yeah, I didn't mean to.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's no problem. I just don't know. I have to look at my calendar.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then I will look at that list and see who we can do moving forward. I think it might be good if we can't, like, the team on there. So like, hopefully we can, do that.
Love it. Love it.
Cool.
I think next Monday's team call too is going to be the first one where most of the team is together, and we'll do that as a live stream.
Awesome.
And so hopefully we can start meeting the cast of characters of LegalQ, and then we can do. I mean, also, sorry, random thought. In chat, by the way, like every poor soul on the team has to like put up with like Zeb's sporadic random thoughts. So God bless you. If we could do something like, like we do like kind of the monthly team check-ins, like not work stuff, like game night thing. I think it'd be really fun if we could do like that with the team, but also maybe like that with just the chat, or like that with people that might want to do that on LinkedIn. So then we just have like a night where we just have like not think about work, but just have like a game session or something, like the Jackbox games kind of thing or something like that. Do you think that would be cool?
You mean, and then like invite other people?
Yep. So just throw it on LinkedIn, see who bites, and if maybe we get 10 or 20 people or something, we can just all jump into some of those games and then
a virtual community event. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's a great idea. We would just like logistically the game part, because a lot of times they're like capped at 6 or something.
Oh, right.
So yeah, so it would just be like finding what we could do.
Yeah.
But I also think even if you just got, like, maybe we do like trivia or something, you can like,
ooh, that'd be fun.
That's something you can do with a lot of people, and then we can just use that time to like, chat also.
I love it. Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So that could be like a fun virtual community event, and then we can also do like that FAQ, like we can more like a business virtual community event.
Yeah.
Where you can get people in startups, you can talk about what's happening.
That's awesome.
And then I can even do I can even send out something after where, kind of a pretty version of like the notes about what happened, the biggest things that were discussed, and
That's
then any
cool.
resources that could help people moving forward. So like an executive
Awesome.
summary.
That's perfect. That'd be great.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we could do the FAQ. Yeah, so I'll try and build out a calendar
Okay.
and see, kind of get that organized. But
Great.
cool. I like all of this. I think this weekly check-in is good because we
Yeah,
can kind of like spit out ideas and
totally.
figure out how to make this.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's, and this is something outside of um, just like the community side, like in chat. Like one of the just themes that you'll see is like having regular check-ins and regular cadence of your work items is super valuable and keeps everybody accountable, especially the just kind of like pieces that if you're not good at following up on emails like me, I am terrible at this. So just helps to reinforce the things that you need to do. I know like over time, like death by meetings can be a thing. So like minimizing that when you can, but also um, you're just more efficient, right? When you can
yeah,
check in and see how it goes. So
yeah, and we keep this short and sweet, so that's definitely a good thing.
100%, 100%.
Awesome. I think that was pretty much everything I had.
Cool. Love
Is
it.
there anything else top of mind?
Um, Not really. I think we're going to send out the blast to the VCs on our end starting today. So basically,
Okay,
the kind of big refresh of like where we're at, and then like I said, Lee helped kind of craft the narrative around that, and so how we can better engage with them um, with just
perfect.
the state of the state. And so there's probably going to be some hopefully starting next week or later next week, actual VC chats that we're going to have. And
Great.
so hopefully, if they're cool with it, we can stream them and basically just have that on the books for future content.
Hmm.
It helps them get their name out, right? It helps them show that like they're cool with a new paradigm of how to try to do a startup. And
Hmm.
if uh, if they're not comfortable with it, like that's totally cool too. But I just want to kind of call it out as like a future, like this is going to be hopefully something that's a little bit more regular as we get through
Yeah.
that process.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
Um, I'll get you a couple things by end of day, and have a good weekend, and we'll chat on Monday at the meeting.
Awesome. You too, Joanna. Thanks so much.
All right. Yep.
All right.